shattering sound breaks through the hull of the ship. You can hear the wood start to creak and crack as the noises of popping splinters shatter through the air. Immediately, the room that you guys are in, you can hear rushing water as the ocean starts to take inside the ship. You can hear Miranda start to panic as she looks at all of you. She's like, "We have to get up and dump take now!" You can hear her screaming and pointing. You guys are thrown back to the very far back corner here at the bottom of the hull. Everyone, you notice that there's multiple water rushing in. It's up to your knees. You see multiple debris of crates and things just kind of spin about as the ship has been struck and rocked back and forth. What do you guys want to do? We will go in order of initiative.
Rush to the stairs.
Rush to the stairs?
Let's get out of here. Yeah. I think water's bad for you for sure. It's like
probably not my friend.
I can't breathe it. But I can swim in it okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Soulther would like to at least see if there's like a rope or something that he can like either that's already attached that he can like make sure like it's back so everyone can kind of grab on and get up or something. Or
Like a lead line.
A lead line or something like that.
Okay. Alright, roll a perception check.
Okay, it was a 16.
16. Okay, awesome. You notice that there are multiple ropes. Some are tied around certain objects and items, others are part of nets and stuff like that, but nothing that's necessarily loose enough for you to, I mean, you could take a turn and try to unravel a rope to get it done, but there's nothing that's loose in the area.
Since there's nothing loose, he's going to go to the stairs and stop there to make sure everyone...
Okay, so
Yes,
which staircase are you going to go to?
I'm just kind of there hanging on to the rail.
Roll acrobatics check.
Yeah. That is 13.
All right.
14.
You maneuver yourself. The water's starting to get up real quick, and you maneuver yourself, and you get to the staircase, and you look at the staircase, and you see a ton of debris blocking the top of the hole there to get out.
Then, motion out here and start making my way back as far as I can.
As you start to move, all of a sudden you hear crack, and the ceiling caves in right in front of you, blocking this area here. So, all right, Dora, what do you want to do?
I would have started following him, and then as soon as I heard that, turn around, look for any like portholes.
Roll an acrobatics check as you're moving that way. 18. All right, you make your way up, and you move up, and you get right next to Splinter, and then as soon as you're walking up, like you see in front as he's starting to move, just this collapse happens. There's just debris everywhere at this point.
I'm gonna like peek down and see how much water is rushing on the lower level under where it caved in.
So when the pop immediately happened, the water rushed up, and it was up to your shins. It's now above your knees.
Okay,
So it's moving fast.
I see. Any way we can clear this debris at all?
Dawn, what do you want to do?
Well, we can't go up that staircase, so I'm gonna run up next to him and see if I can find some way to kind of shimmy through, or something that looks loose enough to maybe just try to get
Roll
through
an
that area.
acrobatics check to move.
And 16.
16. All right, you successfully move up. You get up to about there, and you see the debris in front of you. You see that it's partially collapsed, blocking the direct path, but you could potentially maneuver your way through.
Okay, I'll point out through here and try to shimmy through if I
Show
can.
me.
All right, roll a strength check first.
Another 16.
Good job. All right, so you're able to easily start moving some of the debris out of the way. And as you're moving the debris out of the way, you definitely see that this alternate route, you can make your way through, but it has to be quickly because you can tell that it's not stable.
Okay. So I guess since I've kind of been moving it, I'll just actually stay put and see if I can kind of keep these things from shifting back.
Okay.
And just give them all a second.
All right, so you're going to hold your strength there? Okay. All right, awesome. All right, Dima.
So I'm gonna move up to the place
All right,
where
acrobatics check. So you start to make your way up, you stumble and fall, and hitting into the water. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's 7. It's a bad dice.
So as you splash down, you kind of nick your head on one of the debris that are in there. You cause a scratch right across the top of your forehead. You're bleeding a little bit, 1 hit point. So, but you're not completely submerged under the water, but you definitely went down as you made your way.
Do I have any more actions?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like, how deep's the water now?
It's up to your waist.
I mean, I'm just gonna like swim.
All right. Roll athletics check.
I use my reaction to tell Splinter that she needs help.
14.
All right, so you successfully, you hit, you come, you stand up, you're like holding your head, and you just kind of look around real quick, and then you just dive in and just swim your way up, and you get up.
Splinter, pull her out.
So I'm gonna swim up to here, and then like the small path that is like revealed.
Mhm.
Does it need more supporting at all?
Yes, it's definitely it's very unstable.
So yeah, I'm just gonna like stand up halfway through and then start supporting it as well.
Roll a strength check.
Sure. 19.
Nice, yeah. So you just kind of you dive in, you swoop up, and you just put your hands up, and then just kind of feel things start sinking a little bit, but you're like, I can't hold this forever. All right.
So majestic.
Splinter.
Gonna see kind of the path is open. Is gonna try and get his way through.
All right. Roll an athletics check.
Ooh, that is not good. Athletics. That's a 7.
7. All right, you make your way about halfway through, right to where Dima is, and you get your foot breaks into one of the floorboards of the hull, and it's stuck. You're now stuck in there in that position.
Just grab on.
Come on.
Doro.
I'm gonna just follow like as closely as I can in his footsteps.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Sparta
11.
11. All right, you make your way through. You get through to the other side, and you're on the other side. Now you notice that the water, you can see a gaping hole in the hole, and you can feel the ship start to.
Alright, am I able to see the other stairway to go
Yes,
up?
the other stairway is there. Yep.
I see the way out. Follow me.
All right, Dawn.
Okay, if they're starting to support it, I'll just dive through and
All right, roll an
follow
acrobatics.
Doro.
There we go. That was a nice little-
17.
All right, yeah, you
I was
just kind
scared for a
of
second.
you just kind of swoop your way through and get through onto the other side.
What about Miranda?
She's coming. She's there. Dima.
But if she's not holding it
I'm
up.
holding it still.
Holding it?
I'm
Alright.
gonna delay my action for the last person, then I'm gonna skedaddle.
All right, she gets through. Okay, she's swimming on the other side. She's like, "Everyone up the stairs immediately!"
Surprisingly,
Please, hurry!
I'm gonna try and take my axe and chop where I know like it's usually long boards. Chop kind of a little bit ahead of it to maybe break it apart there.
Okay.
So my foot can get loose.
All right, roll an attack. Nice. Yeah. No, don't worry about your modifier. You bring your axe down and you automatically feel it. It scrapes. It brings the board up, so it scrapes your shin up a little bit. But like, you kind of grunt from it, so you lose 1 hit point in that process, but it frees your foot.
Yeah. All right. Now that my foot's free, I'm gonna move as much as I can to this.
Acrobatics check. Nice. You're through.
20.
All right. You're on the other side. All right.
Alright, now I'll stop supporting it and dive quickly through the rest of the
I'm gonna reach back and I'm gonna try to assist you by like trying to pull you before it falls on top
Thank
of
you,
you.
I appreciate that.
Roll help. Roll help action.
3, 2. I rolled a nat 19.
Oh, now one.
Did you get that one?
Yeah.
Well, the good news is it helps, so we're gonna go with Chris's. So, all right, you're starting to run, and you just feel it shifting and falling behind you as you're running as fast as you can. The water, she's just trying to jump, and literally you jump right into Doro's arms, right as it just kind of
my hero.
I've heard that before.
Okay, alright. Alright, Dawn, what do you want to do?
Into his big vomity arms.
I think Dawn's getting a little bit panicky, a little bit freaked out. She's gonna start darting up the stairs if possible.
Alright, you start to run up the stairs and you notice the latch is closed.
Of course it
You don't see any debris, but you notice that the latch is closed.
is. Okay. Well, first can I just kind of see if it's locked?
Yeah, you push on it, it's not moving.
Just making sure.
Mhm.
I guess I'll snack it. I'm just gonna punch it and see if I can
Monk your way out of it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, roll an attack.
Alright.
Oh shit.
That's a 1.
That one?
Yeah, that's
Ooh, critical fail.
That's a bad time.
Broke your knuckles.
You cannot make an unarmed attack on your next turn.
That's really sad.
For a monk, that's terrible.
You don't want to hit it again.
All
I
right.
mean, yeah.
All right.
Oh, I can't get it open.
All right, Splinter, we're back at the top.
I'm gonna try and run up with my hand axe and aim at like where I would know either the latch or the hinge will be, and strike with the axe.
Roll your attack.
That's a 9.
A 9. All right. You throw the axe up, but the water is now up to your guys' chest, and you throw it up, it spins, and it hits just off kilter from the door. Doro.
Miranda, help me! And I look at Dima. Promise me we never share this with my wife, and we're like drag you towards the stairs to the door.
No promises.
All right, Miranda comes over and she assists and kind of helps getting her. But yeah, remember she's a door, so the water's like.
Oh, we should be carrying her.
Can we not get out? Like, is it locked? Is it stuck? What's happening?
Miranda, quick,
It's
on my
stuck.
shoulders.
It won't open.
You hurt, my dear.
It's fine. I'll be fine. We're gonna drown otherwise.
All right, I'm a hefty dwarf lady.
That's fine.
All right.
I got 2 people to help.
All right, yeah, she climbs up. All right, she gets up on top of your shoulders. You're
Open
kind
the
of
fucking hatch.
staggering. So, all right. Okay, all right. Dora, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna use bonus action to cast Bardic Inspiration on Miranda. Be like, we're hopeless without you. We need you. Save us. Only you can succeed.
All right. All right. She just kind of looks at you. What do you do to cause this bardic inspiration?
Well, I can use like stirring words or music. So my stirring words are like, she is our only hope. Like the whole world of our guild like depends rests on her short shoulders. So hopefully that creates enough like pressure and self-confidence within herself to just get it done.
Okay.
Miranda, she's our guild, and if she can't do it, we shall be killed.
All right. So she looks at you and she goes, "Okay." She's Dima, put me over by the door. All right. She pulls out a set of lockpicks and she starts messing with the lock that's there.
But
Do
okay.
you need a D6?
I got one, my friend.
Put my sheet and realized I
All right, she got a 21. So you see her pop it, and it pops, and she pushes it open. As soon as she pushes it open, you guys all of a sudden just hear loud animal sounds and screaming just coming from the second level.
Are we
of
sure we want to
the
be up
deck.
there?
Yes. Because we don't want to be stuck down here.
Alright.
I can swim, but I can't swim across the ocean.
And you guys get up, and you move your way up to the top, and as soon as you arrive, a body flies towards you guys. You barely duck out of the way as the body just lands into the back of the hole, and you see 2 giant octopuses.
Like one of the desiccated bodies,
Octopi.
or like the body of a former
A
crewmate?
body of a former crewmate. You go flying. All right. Now we are in the initiative order. Splinter, you are up first for they're angry.
Yeah. Splinter's gonna reach down and grab his hand axe and try and divert this octopus's attention so people can get around.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and kind of get up in its face.
All right.
And attack with a swing of the axe.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20.
You hit. Roll your damage.
That is a 9.
A 9.
9 points of damage.
All right. You you bring out your axe, and it kind of has multiple tentacles flying at you. You dodge out of the one way and one, and you hit the tentacle, and it just severs as your axe sticks into the side of the ship. It's still rocking and rolling, but yep, you nailed it. So it lets out this. All right. Next up is Doro.
I'm going to whip out my rapier. I know. Well, calamari, let's go, and just start like hacking away.
All right. Roll your attack.
Okay. 14.
You hit. Roll your damage.
Yes. 10 points of slashing damage.
10 points. All right. So you immediately come up and you just kind of spin around, slicing off 2 more of its tentacles. Onto the ground. You notice on your rapier that there's like the tip of one of the tentacles is still kind of suction cupped to your rapier. You shake it off and it slams to the ground. Dawn.
Well, I guess we're fighting the giant octopus. So I will also run up and slash at him with my short sword.
Roll your attack.
Alright, nice. It's a 10 plus 4, 14.
You hit. Roll your damage.
5 damage.
All right. Describe your killing stroke.
Nice. I can just dart between the 2 of them, just like jump, slam it down, coming out of the air.
And as you're flicking down the tentacle that's suction cupped, you hear the as it comes off and hits the ground, and you look up immediately. You just see this foot step on your shoulder, Doro, and kind of parkour off of you and spin and just land right in the center in between its eyes. It starts to flop around a little bit. Yes. It flops around a little bit and then finally just. All right.
It's a glowing, flaming figure like rising from the corpse of a giant octopus.
This one moves up. He's gone. And he's going to attack Dawn. All right. 22.
Okay.
All right, so the tentacles immediately start to grapple its way around you. Roll, and yes, dex save, that's correct. Yep.
17.
17, all right. It still hits you, but you escape from its grasps. So you lose 3 hit points.
Okay.
All right, now it is Dima, you're up.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna move into this empty spot next to it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to slash at like the base of the tentacles that are like enveloping her. To try to like help her get
Yeah,
free.
absolutely. Roll your attack.
12.
12, you hit. Roll your damage. Six, okay. All right, you easily decapitate one tentacle just right at the base, and you can hear the beast just as you just laid a horrific blow to its body. All right, so Miranda immediately darts around and comes back over here. So, all right, she's behind. Okay, top of the round, so you can Splinter.
All right, Splinter's gonna run up since he has to go by the creature anyway. Gonna attack the nearest tentacle with his hand axe again.
Okay, roll your attack.
That is a 18.
18. All right, you hit. Roll your damage.
5.
All right, you as you're coming running by it, your hand axe just kind of sinks into a tentacle and gets stuck, and you're kind of sitting there fighting the tentacle as it's kind of trying to break free. All right, Doro.
I'm just gonna look at it as he's like, that Splinter's like putting his axe into it. I'm like just gonna say, creatures of darkness of the deep, fear heaven's light and casting flame.
Okay. 16.
That is a save.
Okay. So as you're kind of casting it, you feel like your hands are so wet, like the fire just doesn't produce. So, okay. All right. Dawn.
Okay, well, next time it tries to grab at me, I'm just gonna slice at it again.
All right.
It's like, 16.
You hit. Roll your damage.
That's 8.
8. All right. So one of you notice that Dima sliced off something at the base. You can heard the beast. So you bring down your sword again. And you just kind of swing into its gut, and it sticks and it lets out a howl, but it is still rocking and rolling.
Can I punch it now? Is the unarmed strike just
Yeah, the unarmed strike is gone. So yes, you can now punch.
Sweet. Bonus action. We'll kick it in the face. 19 to hit.
You hit. Roll your damage.
Ooh, a 4 plus 2. 6.
6. All right. You kind of gut it and then just kind of boom right into one of its eyeballs. It just kind of backs and just shakes and shimmers just a little bit. Okay. All right. It's going to respond to its attack on you. 13.
Nope.
All right. You duck out of the way as tentacles fly over. Dima.
We're stab again.
Stab.
Same. I kill for some olive oil right now. I rolled a 19, so.
You hit. Roll your damage.
7.
All right. Describe your killing stroke.
I expertly stab the rapier into the other eye that's
Okay.
not punched.
I love it. Okay. All right. So you kind of, as you see her kick, the one is covering the other eye. You just bring down the blade. You see the blade reach across your shin and just stab it, and just kind of this pus and ooze just kind of pours out of it as it's
Shake my boot off.
and it starts to flop around and flops over on its back, and it dies.
Presentation on your shit.
Thank you. It's very important.
I do not want to be
This is
smelling
not
that
safe.
later.
All right. Okay. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Get up.
Okay. All right. You notice that there's water pouring down the steps and has made the steps increasingly slick. So to go up the stairs, you will have to roll a dexterity acrobatics check. So who's ever going first?
I have an idea. Can I go first real quick?
Yeah.
Despite turn orders?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna sheath my rapier and take out 2 of my daggers. I'm gonna stab it into like a third up the way of the steps, so it's like a support. And I'm gonna stab the other one 2/3 the way
Love
like
it.
up the steps, so it's
Love it.
like support.
5 luck points to you,
Cool.
Dima.
Do I have to roll anything to? Cool.
Play the rule cool. So all right, you stab it in, and it's in the steps. Okay. All right. Splinter.
Splinter's gonna use those knives and scramble his way up.
All right. You scramble your way up. You get up to the top. All right.
R.I.P. my daggers.
Dora.
I'm going to just yell, Miranda, come! And then like start to struggle because I've got this 0 strength modifier. No, -1 strength modifier, so it's gonna be difficult to like fight the water, but I'm gonna attempt to go up the stairs.
Okay. All right. Roll an acrobatics check at an advantage since you are.
Uh, 16.
You make it up. Yep. So you're up. Okay. All right, Dawn.
Okay. Well, I'll try to go up just for flavor. I want to like use the daggers to like bounce off the wall, bounce off the dagger.
Parkour your way up. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta
roll an
find
acrobatics
it.
check at an advantage.
Okay.
Long
It's like, okay, well, we'll take the 13 plus 2, so 15.
All right. You bounce your way up, and
You're
get
gonna
up the
see me
stairs.
lying on my back like,
Hurry up, Doro!
and you just like leap up over me like Liz on the snow. What
Love
the
it.
fuck?
Love it. All right, Dima.
I mean, Miranda is still here, right?
Yeah, she's waving you on,
Oh.
saying she'll come up after
I
you.
know where this is going, but sure. I've seen things.
All right, roll an acrobatics check at an advantage.
I think that was a helpful game.
25.
25. All right, yeah, you kind of just bust your way up. Okay. And Miranda.
Grab the daggers on your way up.
She got a 15. She gets up. All right, so she's up. Okay. All right, you guys notice large tentacles kind of slamming around the ship. Haven't we all?
I played for the king recently. I murdered me several times.
All right, So yeah, you see large tentacles slamming their way around the ship. You notice that there is only one life buoy left, and it is back at the stern of the ship. So you guys have to make your way from here to the stern of the ship while trying to avoid the tentacles that are slamming with fierce force against the ship deck. All right, Splinter.
Splinter's gonna try and like leap off like one of these like fallen masts to like gain some ground to land somewhat closer and avoid some of the stuff.
Okay. All right. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Good job. Here's your card. Good job. All right. So yeah, you easily just kind of pole vault over the top of the list. So move your 30 feet.
Okay. Let's stand up so I can see. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say about here.
Okay. All right. Doro.
I'm gonna try to go under that mast. That's
Okay.
a little more elevated. But I'm gonna actually stay. I'm already lying on the ground. I'm just gonna stay on the ground, so I'm only gonna have my movement.
Okay. All right.
Do I need to do a check to?
Yes, because the tentacles, your dexterity saving throw is not only trying to figure out how to get through the debris, but it's avoiding the tentacles that are slamming against the ship.
11.
11? Okay.
I rolled at disadvantage because I was crawling on the ground.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. All right. So all right. As you make your way 15 feet, so describe which 15 feet you go.
I'm just gonna like as close to the middle of the ship as I can, away from.
As you're crawling underneath the wood of the mast, one of the tentacles just brings down. You just and it snaps the mast, trapping your leg underneath. You feel it slam and like it presses hard against your leg, and you lose 4 hit points. And you are now trapped.
Lovely.
All right, Don.
All right, well, we gotta get Doro up. So I'll go over to where he's at under that mast and try to leverage that off of him.
All right, so you're gonna move and then head over that way. Okay, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, that was almost bad. 18.
All right, you successfully slide your way over there, and what are you gonna do?
I think, like, if there's anything next to me that I can use as like a lever to just kind of try to pry
roll a
it.
perception check.
Okay. Oh, it's close. 11.
11. You don't see anything of great fortitude that would be willing to brace that.
I'm gonna yell out, "Someone help me!"
Okay.
and hold that action to try to.
All right.
get
So
some
you start
assistance to
screaming.
get him out.
All right, Dima. You find your way running up the post, and as you get up the post, you see a tentacle start just kind of making its way, darting for you. And as soon as you do, you see it and jump out of the way. The tentacle comes down onto the mast, hitting the last piece of wood, flipping it up into the air and into the water off of Doro.
I mean, ow, but
Dive out of
thanks.
the way.
So yeah, you dove out of the way. Okay. All right. Splinter. Actually, sorry, Miranda. Let me get her. Yep. 30. Okay. All right, Splinter.
All right. I'm gonna sprint up and try and figure out how to undo the life raft.
Okay.
Where's that net? It was English.
Should be
There
up
it is.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it just on the?
I mean, at this point in time, it's smashed to pieces.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Ripped to threads.
Yes. All right. So you make your way up. All right. You're at the boat. You notice that there are 4 different ropes tying it off. What do you want to do?
Hand axe. 1, 2, and 4. Ready to.
All right. So
Third
we'll
one.
do it one at a time. So roll your attack for the first one.
That's a 19.
All right. Roll your damage.
Damage will be. That's a 4.
All right. The first one snaps. Doro.
I'm gonna get up, and as I'm like rising up next to Ema, I'm gonna like reach into my boot and hand her a dagger. I'm like, here, turning the favor, and just book it towards the back of the stairs.
As you start to stand, you feel excruciating pain reach up from your ankle into your knees. You're definitely wounded, but you don't know if it's broken. It's hard to walk, so again, you're walking at a disadvantage, 15 feet at a time.
So I'm gonna hobble my way to the stairs.
All right, roll another dexterity saving throw. 17, good job. All right, so you get to the stairs. You make your way over to the stairs. Yep. Okay.
I'm just gonna be a minute.
All right, Don.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep trying to move forward. And then let's see. Yeah, because I'd make it to Doro, and I'll start helping him out if I get to that point of the stairs.
I rolled dexterity saving throw.
That's a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
All right. So you start to move your way and you slip on the deck. As you slip on the deck, a tentacle comes slamming down, pole vaulting you into the air. Roll another dexterity saving throw.
This is fine.
I'm gonna say this is fine.
It's another 7.
All right, you are now
Or an 8,
overboard
but still. No.
in the water, and you lose 1 hit point from the fall.
I'm gonna try to peek over. What happens to her hair?
All right.
There's so much panic. I don't think Don knows how to swim.
Okay. Dima.
I'm gonna unclasp my sword belt that has my rapier and the short sword on it, but leave the dagger hilt that's on my thigh still. I'm gonna hand them to Miranda real quick.
Okay.
And I'm just dive overboard after.
Going
Yep.
in? Okay. All right, roll a dexterity saving throw.
17.
17. All right, you just like a perfect dive into the water. As you dive down, all of a sudden, beneath the water surface, you see this creature within 15 feet of you, and it's making its way towards.
It's close.
Like this is not the Kraken that's attacking us. This is another creature.
No, you see its tentacles wrapped around.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just making sure.
yeah. So it's making its way.
But does it see us?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
It's making its way
Fantastic.
towards you.
Great.
Yep.
Do I have any movement left, or is that my action?
Yeah, that was the whole action.
Okay,
Yep.
that's fine.
All right. Top of the round. What do you guys want to do? Oh wait, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to roll for Miranda.
I'm gonna try. That's what I'm doing. That's my third.
Keep cutting the rope, so I drop the life rod.
All right, so you can cut the next one. Go ahead.
That is 18.
You hit. Roll your damage.
That is a 5.
All right. You separate the next one. Dora.
I'm gonna like hobble my way up the stairs. Fell beast! Everybody hates you because you suck at hugs! And I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
I love it. Okay, go ahead.
1d4. 4 points of psychic damage.
Okay. All right.
And you have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next
Very copy. As you're under the water, so you see it start to move, and it starts shaking its head about a little bit, like something paused it a little bit, but you couldn't tell what. Okay. All right.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot you just moved.
5, 10, and 15.
Okay. All right. Don, what do you do? You are under the water, so you don't see what
Yeah.
Dima sees.
I think it's fully just naughty. There's just panic trying to stay afloat.
Okay.
I don't think anything else is happening.
All right. So
It's,
roll an athletics check to see if you stay afloat. All right. So you're struggling with all your might, and you're just starting to get weighed down. Your clothes are weighing you down, and you're just starting to go down under the water. So now you are now in the drowning condition. All right. And so you have 3 rounds to get back to the surface area, or you drown. Okay. All right. Dima.
Cool. Once I hit the water, I'm taking my boots off as well.
Okay.
Like I've dove under.
Okay.
I'm gonna like use the momentum of the dive and like reorientate it, so I'm coming up behind Dawn to get into the rescue position before
Okay.
drowning.
Such a shame, those are such nice boots.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, Dawn's more important than shoes right now.
All right.
Just,
But
I mean, allies come and go, but a nice pair of shoes, they're forever.
Here we go. Is this acrobatics or is there like a swim?
Yeah, acrobatics.
Okay,
15. Okay. All right. Yeah, you successfully swim over to her, and you can kind of see her. She's struggling, just trying to stay afloat, and you wrap yourself around her.
Okay. So like once I like get her up to the surface and like so she's resting on me, I'm gonna tell her to like kick off your boots, drop everything you have that's like heavy metal. I don't care what it is.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
She's a monster,
So
doesn't have much.
you get up top, and you just take out a breath, and you just demons just yelling at you. Strap.
Why did they put me on a boat?
Strap. So, okay, all right. Sorry. Miranda's gonna pull out her battle axe and she's going for the third rope. Nat 20.
Like I said, I was getting 1, 2, and 4.
Yep. So, all right. So she got the third one. All right. It snaps loose. The boat now. You see it. It's swinging down, hanging because of that end piece of rope. All
Did
right.
you say it was on this side or that side?
That side.
This side. Right. We're in the perfect
Right.
position.
As soon as I see that, hitting the last one.
Okay. All right. Roll away.
That is 22.
Roll your damage.
That is a 6.
All right, it snaps and the boat just. You guys are down there. You're holding. You just see the boat fall, and it hits the water surface. All right.
And I'm gonna prep to like see if I can help Doro topple over.
You're gonna throw him over.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Doro, you're up.
Miranda, grab me! I'm gonna reach out to her hand and hold on to you. And I'm gonna say, just jump and trust me! And I'm gonna see if we can all just fall off.
All right.
Together.
Okay. All right. Everybody, roll an acrobatics check.
Natural 20.
Nat
Well,
20.
that's helpful because I only got a 9.
All right. All right. So yeah, you just by Splinter's sheer weight, he just pulls you guys
Is
all.
Miranda with us too?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
guys are
cast
all.
feather fall on us.
So yeah, you guys all fall into the water. Down below. Okay. All right.
Wait, down into the water, not into the boat?
No, you fall down into the water. So
Okay.
because the boat is starting to drift away from you. Yep. All right. So you guys are all in the water.
Splinter's gonna try and swim as fast as he can to get to the boat and try and get it slowly try and get it back.
Don, what are you doing?
I think it's like when you take a little kid to a pool and you're trying to teach him how to swim next to you. That's basically what he's trying to do to
Just
get
stop
to the boat.
fucking struggling. Damn it.
Just trying to, not super helpful, but just trying to get to that little
Okay.
boat.
All right. So you're trying to calm yourself at least. Okay. Roll Constitution saving throw
Okay.
to see if you can
That's
calm
fair.
yourself.
That's not bad. That's a 15.
All right. You remembering your monk meditations and you're just taking deep breaths and going in. Dima,
Yeah, well, I'm gonna start swimming on my back.
you flop onto your back and
Yep.
start. Okay. All right.
Dragging her along.
All right. Splinter, now you're heading towards the boat. Yep.
Yep.
You're up at the boat. You have your hands onto the boat. You can go. What do you want to do?
Gonna look up. Are the oars like tied into the sides?
Yes.
Okay. So gonna try and get in and grab the oars to like
How's Miranda
either
doing?
make sure the boat
She's
is
swimming with you guys.
stable or like it's not actively moving away anymore.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So yep. You climb into the boat. You kind of settle into kind of the rocking because of the waves. So you're trying your hardest to stabilize it, but you can't quite get it to be peacefully calm because there's just so much commotion happening in the
So
water.
at least a little calmer than it
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
All right.
still rocking, but not.
Dora, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna be right next to Miranda, like struggling to swim with my busted leg. Can I catch up to the boat and
Yeah, it's not that far. It's literally not that far away. So like, yeah, you kind of start making your way, and Miranda's just kind of swimming next to you without any struggles or issues. She's just kind of.
I'm just gonna like put my head like barely above the edge of the boat. Like if you ever seen this old house, it's like the neighbor just like, can you give us a hand?
Miranda pulls herself up and she looks at you. Splinter, help me! And you guys both
Get out.
pull Dora over. As you land into the boat, she looks at you and goes, I told you on your sea legs.
Sea leg. The other one's not really working.
All right, Dawn.
I think just letting him Dima, drag me over.
Okay. All right, Dima.
We're swimming.
All right. All right, so you guys swim the boat. The boat is only 20 feet. You get to the boat. You guys you see Dima on her back and you notice that she's holding on to Dawn as you guys are trying to make your way. All right, you guys get to the boat. What do you want to do?
Dawn first.
Get
Pull
Dawn in.
myself in.
All right, so you grab hold of the boat, you flip on top, and you're just, the calm that you had now is gone, and you're just,
Just play it.
yeah.
Like the
All right.
ocean.
Be next, please.
All right.
Puppies.
All right, Splinter and Miranda just kind of flip you and pull. All right, so she's like, we must paddle away immediately.
Does anybody have any fire or anything?
So I'm gonna look at Miranda.
Can you do that at
and kind of
distance?
nod to her and be like, okay, you want to get that,
Do it 30
or
feet.
I'll get this, or and just
All right.
kind of start going with
All
her
right.
away.
So to get away from successfully as the Kraken is attacking the boat,
Mhm.
we have to roll 3 acrobatics checks.
I would like to do something.
Sure.
As she responded, Dawn said, like, yeah. When I said, does anybody have any fire? I'm gonna grab a flask of oil,
Okay.
and I'm like, burn this, and throw it on the whatever closest part of the ship there is.
Okay. All right. All right. Roll a ranged attack.
What am I doing for bonuses for that? Improvised weapon?
It'd be your dexterity bonus, right?
Okay,
Ranged,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm just wondering if I had proficiency or not. So that would be a 14.
14. All right. So you chuck it. It smacks to the side here on the stern. The oil starts to spread. Now, are you gonna light it
Use
up?
produce flame and
All right. You just.
check it out. Yeah.
All right. Roll your ranged attack.
23.
Nice. It hits the side. Just lights up the side of the boat. All right. Dima, what are you doing?
Do you want me to row? Cause like,
You want to join me?
yeah,
Yep.
sure. I'll help.
Go. All right. All right. So you guys both will roll 3 acrobatics checks. Ready?
Even with the big fire.
Huh?
Even with the big fire being a super good distraction.
Even with the big fire. So because of the waves and everything else.
Stick
Okay.
my arm in the water and start to paddle us.
All right, ready?
Throw,
1,
throw, throw.
18.
8.
Okay. All right. All right.
These are checks, not saving throws.
That's correct. Acrobatic checks.
24.
5.
Okay.
Was a kid that went to see a crack
Not
in
20,
was
so 26.
mighty.
16.
16? Okay. All right. So you get your oar in the water and you just can't quite figure out how to move it. But Dima's over there and she's just hitting that water and just pulling that boat with all of her strength, and you guys break away by 60 feet. That makes you correct. As you guys break away by 60 feet and you turn, you notice that the Kraken hasn't turned towards you. It's still focused on the ship as it's smashing down. Immediately you see out of the darkness a figure hooded standing in the center, just staring at all of you. And it looks up to the sky and just lets out this horrific screech into the air. And then it snaps, it disappears into a green light. You see the Kraken, finally its tentacles wrap around and the boat just, and it disappears.
We all saw that strange weird guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just inhaled a lot of salt water.
They're not going through.
No.
Forgive us, we do have a lifeboat, but we somehow can't.
Speaking of salt water, not good for you. How are we on rations?
If I have,
I really
It's like
we
it
should have
depends
picked
on
up
what
those
we
tentacles on
have
the way.
with us.
if I have a long rest, I can help out with some stuff.
Ocean.
I mean, I could use a bit of a diet.
You guys here.
But you've had a diet for the last however long you've been on this boat.
Well, it's working, and I wouldn't mind if they kept going. My wife said I need to lose 10 pounds. I've only lost 5 so far.
You guys can hear the crack of the bow and the stern just as it slowly gets pulled under the water. You see the bubbles of the turf of the water just starting to.
Does anybody know what direction we're supposed to be headed?
Miranda's. We needed to be headed west, but there's no sun, so I don't know which way we are.
I took one of the navigation thingies.
Doesn't that require some?
Yeah, that's what I was checking on which one it was.
Are there stars at all?
No,
It's cloudy.
mist.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
But we can kind of tell like what direction the ship was intended to head.
The
in.
ship was pointing this way.
Right.
That's what you.
Kraken word.
Yeah.
Not a loss here.
Yeah.
I'm great at this normally, but I've got a compass or a sextant.
Yeah. Splinter's just gotta sigh.
I mean, I say we just start rolling. We just start taking
I mean,
turns.
we're gonna
Like
go
if we
somewhere,
go,
yeah.
then we're gonna hit something eventually.
Or we could just rest, recover, wait for dawn at night, and then use that to determine a direction. We'll have energy, then we can proceed on.
Around
I want to get a little further away from
That
the crack.
is a bit of sun when it's day in misty seas, right?
There's a light, but it's always
Right.
difficult to tell in what direction everything is going in. The only thing that I can say is we still go the direction that the ship was pointed in.
Kraken word it is.
Well, I would maybe advise us to go a little bit one way and then go the direction of the ship, maybe to avoid whatever monstrosity that was.
How are we gonna figure that out?
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Is there any kind of anything distinctive out there, or like?
No, it is
That's
just
the open sea.
open sea. And it's windy and turbulent, so like your lifeboat is just
Quick question.
rocking.
When I said drop everything heavy, did you drop the crystal skull?
No, I thought about that when you said it, and I was like, "There's."
Cool. Excellent.
That would be the one thing. She
Excellent. Excellent. By the way, Miranda, can I have my sword and stuff back?
Yes, enough.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks for holding on to
She
those.
hands it to you.
Well, it has the.
Because you had one of the skulls too.
Yeah, I
If it was
saw
on your
that.
belt.
Do you have any ribbony or satiny material on you?
Has the ship already
I
sunk?
mean,
Yeah, this ship is going.
My
yeah.
cloak.
And you notice that the Kraken is not
Yes.
even like it's not even paying attention to you. Like
Yeah.
it just went with the ship and
Okay.
Is that,
Then,
what are you trying to do?
Make a compass.
Oh,
Well,
how?
Static electricity.
I think we should be running this direction, and it's gonna
How many irons?
start slowly, kind of in a
Iron
pace
filings.
roundabout
okay.
in the direction that the ship was
You just need to be.
intending towards.
Okay.
But
All
it
right.
needs to be
So you start making your you guys
But I have
see
it.
you see Splinter sit down. And he just kind of starts grabs both oars and just kind of trying to get the boat moving out of the open water. What are you guys all doing?
Yeah, I'm down to rest.
All right. So you're
exhausted.
you're lying down.
I got no boots.
All right. You guys hear Miranda just a deep, powerful whistle. She whistles into the sky, and all of a sudden you just hear, "Crow!" And this raven lands on her shoulder. Can't leave Pete behind.
You wouldn't want that.
Could you
You
have
notice that he's a
feet-
beautiful
Pete, go
white
find Lane.
raven.
Could you have feet like when it's light out, like scout the surrounding areas?
Yes.
Alright, cool. I figured, we'll just row a little bit, but not too much. So
I have other
we don't get too
concerns,
far
though.
off course. Yeah.
Before we get interrupted, how many guild members did you all find down
Well, we only opened, I think, 2 crates.
We were opening a whole
there
bunch
was
at the
a-
very end with her.
Yeah.
We just didn't have time to identify any of the other
Yeah.
ones.
Well, there were 15 crates of the sort, so I would imagine
Bodies.
at least one body per crate, so it's 15 bodies.
there? Peculiar. I did notice on the one that Doro lovingly split in half, there was a decaying ooze to the flesh.
Uh-huh.
Does that mean something to you? I never really studied medicine.
We'd have to get it over to the Cartwright Guild.
It's
It's on me, but it's also at the bottom of the sea.
And she pulls out a flask. Dear students, always, you see the ooze sitting there. Always be prepared. She puts it and
That's why
she
you're the
flips it
captain.
over to Doro. Keep it for safekeeping. I, as you can tell, are in my nightgown. Literally, you notice she's just in her pajamas.
What are all of those big bulges? I thought that was armor.
Do you need a... Here, I'm gonna take my cloak off and give it to her.
Thank you, love. And she puts it on.
Is anybody else cold? I'm gonna cast prestidigitation to dry myself off.
Just let her.
Yeah, there's been like a little glass team constantly rinsing.
You see Dima just kind of.
I'll just produce some flame too.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Splinter's just humming some sort of sailing tune and it's just slowly rowing away. Just at a good pace he could do for a while.
When you're ready to-
gently across the sea.
You row for the next hour. You guys are just kind of all just. The ship is just rocking back and forth, and you find that you're just tired. You kind of. All right, who wants to take over? All right, Dima. All right, Splinter, you fall. You slide back off of the seats, and you grab the oars. And Miranda comes up and sits next to you, Dima, and goes. So tell me about your family.
Oh, there's not a lot to tell. I didn't really know them that well. I mean, they didn't die or anything. They were around. I just didn't see them a lot because they were away on various campaigns all the time throughout my childhood. So it's like.
Did your family not want you to be a part of the Ravens?
That's a complicated question.
Clearly, this is an uncomfortable subject of conversation. Maybe we should deviate to talk about something useful, like what was that sigil on those boxes that you so clearly recognized that we have no idea what it is?
Well, when you are old, as what feels like time itself, you tend to know most of the myths and legends.
I know many myths and many legends.
Oh, I do not doubt your wisdom, Doro. But some legends are not true, and others are only half of the story.
And some of them are intentionally kept secret by those who are in control in order to hide the truth and maintain control.
This is true. Do you think that I'm hiding something from you?
I don't know what to think. I know we just opened up a bunch of crates with a bunch of different captains of different Ravens guilds, and somehow they all got killed and they all knew where they were, but we haven't heard anything about it. And somehow you're here with us, you're recognizing this cult and plan, but you weren't really helping with the harpies, and now we're all here about to die, so I don't know what to think.
Do you remember the first day of your initiation?
You know, everything from before being sick all the time is a bit of a blur.
Well, if you remember, when you guys did your aura testing, they tested your blood, and that is how you were put into what guild you would serve on, including nautical guilds. Meaning at some point down the line, your
You got
blood.
it wrong. Sorry.
I think there's more to Dawn than we know. But
You didn't have to say it.
no. But she was chosen by the oracles and placed into this guild. I know of the Death Acolytes, yes. They are an old and ancient occult that was attached to the Death King and would help bring sacrifices to allow him to live immortally. We have not seen them in forever, and 9 times out of 10, the resurfacings are wannabes and pretenders. But my concern is I didn't know about these bodies either.
Insight check Moraine. 17.
You get a sense she's telling you the truth, that she's being honest with you. And she looks over and she goes, In your training, you had a short period of time. In the beginning, it was stated that upon your first combat, your captain would observe. It was not my place to interfere. However, if it came to a point that one of you would die, we have this. And she pulls up her necklace, and it's the necklace of your guys' guild. You know, and she's holding it, and she goes, "Look, all of you have it. And each of you do have the necklace." And you flip over to the back. See the sigils in the back? Yes. Those sigils, once I decide that you have passed enough of your training, I will activate. And those sigils will keep you from falling into sleep and keep you from being demon possessed once they're activated. However, inside the captain's, and she notices she has one extra sigil. Once every 6 months, I can revive the whole guild should you all die by this sigil here. I don't know what that was. She flips it
The
back.
heartbeats are back.
She flips it back. So Doro, I have the very best intentions for you.
Sorry, a little bit of an ADD thought here. The other life rafts, where'd they go? Because like, it just occurred to me we're the only survivors now.
Very observant.
But like, zero crew?
That is the same question.
Most of them were in the stern whenever we got hit, or whatever that was.
The same questions I am pondering to myself now. But I cannot do anything until we reach land and have open skies from the mist. Then I can send Pete into the skies. We can get the message out and figure out what is happening. I am as dumbfounded as you are and concerned. The only thing that concerns me more is I did not recognize the guild members, except for one, and that was Davius. He's the guild captain before the Lycos killed. But as far as I knew, they were sent north. His body is too far south.
Do you think sending the bodies to a specific location was their end goal? Or like, why put them on the boat with us? Like, we would be the most likely to discover them. Or were they just trying to get them out of the port city that we were at? And this was the most convenient thing.
What do you know of the Golgorath?
Like, zero.
It is in your books, so you may want to study it once.
That's why I know zero.
The Golgorath, to raise them, they feast upon the dead. Just spit it over. They feast upon the dead to revive themselves from their slumbers and their sleep.
Do you think one was on the ship with us?
Oh, my dear, that would be far impossible as they are the size of a mountain.
Oh,
My concern with the Golgorath is they once served the Death King until the Ancient One caused them to fall into a slumber and become some of the mountains that you know today. There is one particular Golgorath that surrounds the Vespin Gate. If these Death Acolytes are the real ones, and they are collecting bodies, the Vespin Gate is here in the Misty Seas, along with the Mountain of Sorrow, which is also the Golgorath. They are wanting to awaken the Golgorath to try to open the Vespin Gate. But there's speculation because we haven't seen the true Death Acolytes since the end of the war.
But why ravens? And why captains? Like, wouldn't just getting...
Also in your historic books, if you remember, the ravens were old ones, Rose family. Straight blood lineage.
Oh yeah, actually do.
Then corruption snuck in and we started adding in other family lineages with celestial connections. Somewhere in each of your bloodlines is a celestial connection. That is why we're here in this guild specifically. Because once you begin to develop and once you begin to grow, that connection will begin to flourish. And like the 7th generation of our guild, you will become very powerful. But again, this is all speculation. That is why I asked about your family.
Well, my mom is a very high-ranking captain, and controls a couple of legions. And my dad is like a lieutenant kind of deal, more working in like military intelligence than anything else. But I don't really know what their patronage is, if that makes sense. So I can't really. We don't talk. I'm not just allowed there anymore because don't worry about it.
Either
Exiled first.
but families
Banished?
It's complicated.
Yes.
It's kind like technically yeah.
Show
I
of
guess.
hands who wants to know why she can't go home. Anybody at home?
I think
Who
maybe
says you can't go?
She just said she can.
So like I didn't do anything yet to like be worthy. So like until it's a huge deal in my culture where we have to perform great works of service or feats of accomplishment, and through those deeds we achieve our true name. And once we have the name, we're allowed to take a place in the actual society itself. Up until that point, we're not really a member per se. We're more like students, and I haven't done anything yet.
Well, you just saved me, which personally feels like a great act of service for
Thank
this
you.
world.
But
So-
once again, my mom is like important, so it needs to be big.
I'll fight her for you. It's
Thank
fine.
you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I
Kind of owe you, so.
she'll kill you. Please don't. I like.
Families are tough.
families are hard.
Yeah.
As you guys are talking, you hear off into the distance between the waves and the wind, just a distant roar. And Miranda kind of looks back and goes, the Kraken may have found another victim.
Maybe we should.
Should we go towards it
faster.
or away from it?
I would say continue that direction, Lena. Don't,
But what if they're in trouble?
can you take on Kraken?
I'm fine with Kraken.
But we no.
No. Yes. And my primary job would be to keep you alive. So that we can either unlock your family secrets or return you to glory with your family. Doro, you had a grandchild while you were in training?
Well, hopefully, I mean, I'm technically not mine, but mine through marriage, so yes. I don't know. I haven't heard. It's growing about, lost, so we're really getting messages, but my son's wife was due, and hopefully about 2 months ago, they had a child, so I would love to go see my grandchild, make it back, however, God knows when that will be. So I'd rather make sure the world is a safe place for them to grow up in, rather than rush too fast just to return.
Do you and your wife have any original children?
No. I married her after she was a widow. She was a librarian. I'm a teacher. Huh?
Madam Librarian.
I mean, you should see her glasses. Anyway.
Big and
I digress. No, we could never conceive. It was unfortunate. I guess I might be to blame, although she was older, so maybe it was just past our time. But it's our family, and we're grateful to have it.
It's very happy. It's very happy.
Yes. And I'm proud of you as well. Family is often not blood, but those that you love.
So true.
So I pray that you will get to see your grandchild.
For now, I'm focusing on keeping this family alive, and then we'll introduce everyone to everyone.
I hope to see that day.
God, make me cry.
Dawn, what about you? What about your family?
They're fine. They're just there.
Where? You've got a wonderful sense of direction.
They're,
I don't know where
they're
we are
over
right
there in the
now.
water?
You're pointing in that specific direction.
Okay, Doro, look.
I
just-
opened up, so you have to.
It
It's
was
not
a
bad.
normal family. I don't know. They're at home. They
Oh wow, rub
Make.
it in. God.
glass, like they're glass blowers, and they always have been. And so, I don't know. Nothing.
Like,
Do you have a family
practically
trait?
for windows and lanterns, or more artistically for sculptures and
Everything.
But like
I mean, nothing.
what?
They make everything. I mean, I learned. It was never super my thing. There were some fights about that because I didn't want to spend all my time doing
Oh,
that. My
okay.
sister's great at it. She's phenomenal. She makes the coolest little things. But, yeah,
So home was a semi-pleasant place.
it's fine. Yeah,
Hopes to go back someday.
we'll see.
What is home to you? Your future.
On the road.
Fair. Fair. In the order you will find plenty of road. Well, in our case, water.
Yeah.
But I definitely notated that we need to teach you how to swim.
No one told me I would be on a boat before 4 months ago.
We can practice. We're not going anywhere fast.
I don't know if we need to at this current moment, especially with that out there. And she points out, and you look over to your right, and you notice that about 60 feet out, you see a thing.
It's just a tuna.
With a very big tuna.
Yeah, I'll stay in the boat.
Yes. It's winter. How about you?
Well, I would be able to be of more information for you, but the letter I received a while ago from y'all indicated you had more information about my parents than I do.
It is true.
They left before I really remember. I remember shadows. Nothing
A
more.
desire,
After they left me.
a desire to seek them out, maybe?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I don't know what I would do when I see them. Whether I'd be overjoyed or enraged. I don't know. And so perhaps times I wish I'd do longer to seek them out. At times I wish their bloody asses goodbye. It is
Understand.
conflicting.
I got that's
person who raised me. Can't tell you otherwise. Don't have any more information about who I came from.
And who raised you?
Man, he gave me my name. Splinter. Happened while I was at his house doing some things. He wasn't there. Got caught. And he took me in. I don't exactly know why. Maybe he saw something, maybe he didn't. I don't know, but man, I wish I could tell him how much he meant.
It's good that you had somebody.
Yes. I am ever more thankful with each present day that he saw something, took me in, gave me some skills, gave me something to live by, and there was a night that something happened, and I haven't seen him since.
Know what happened?
Splinter just stares at you, and this is like the darkest demeanor you have seen. And then it passes, and it's back to Splinter.
It's like, don't ask that question.
Obviously, I should not have asked. I'm gonna take a bit of sleep. Question: are lionfishes a thing in this world?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Lionfish.
Lionfish?
Yes. Lots of spines, very pokey, also poisonous. Everything knows not to touch it.
I've honestly not thought about that, so sure.
You don't know all the species
seems
of
like it
fish
would
in
be-
this world.
yeah.
No, I've gone pretty in depth, but not that.
I'm going to just stick a piece of fleece, like tie it to the end of my sword, and put it in the water and cast minor illusion, and turn it into a lionfish.
Okay.
And it's just gonna be in the water at the prow of our boat. As we move, it moves because the boat's literally pushing it.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
Oh, it is also a 5 foot lion size lion.
Nice.
Not just big, but it's like small body but huge spines.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you cast it. It's there, kind of pretending to swim. Miranda kind of looks at the sky and the ravens were something that was destined to keep the peace between the supernatural and the natural. When the Ancient One left this world, he took most of the pure blood celestials with him. There were the few that stayed behind, but creation in its greed and evil sought them out and destroyed them. Pure blood celestial has not been seen in a millennia. Not one roaming this land. Even you, though have celestial bloodline, you are not pure blood. The point of the ravens is to protect not only the natural world, but also the divine. For it was human who betrayed the Ancient One in the Death Key. No one knows his name. But prior we did know that he was once a powerful warlock who turned himself into a lich. It's been our job to ensure that not only do we stop evil when it rises, but I and the other captains to ensure that the next generation can go home after their service. We do not want to lose. My point in asking you these questions is to remember as we are facing unknown certainty now. Remember what it is to stay alive. If you're fighting for
discovery of who you are. Your family, or home is what our end goal is. I do not know what's happening, but if the death acolytes are rising, a big fight is ahead. Yes,
What do you fight for?
I fight for my husband and our children.
Now you're married.
Yes. And she pulls out a clasp from behind her, and the clasp inside has just a small enough picture that you can make out that there's people in there, but you can't really kind of. They are my guiding light. But as a captain, I also fight for you. So we need to reach land so we can find out what the crap is going on, because I do not know. Another hour has passed by, and you become exhausted, but you also notice now there's another shark.
Your fish is attracting sharks.
There's no evidence to suggest that shark would not have been here already.
It's just
anyway.
another tuna.
Maybe my fish is the only thing keeping them from devouring us.
Well, I would propose that maybe another person takes up the oars, and I will, the rest of us perhaps may take some watches or something.
I'm gonna.
So some of us can rest up and some of us watch and we get a head started.
We would like to move in any direction. I should not be the one to do
Should we look at your leg?
I was thinking about that too. And you're
this. And that would figure out who's rowing the boat because of the things swimming around us.
I can row, but I also have decent medicine.
I can
It's not
swim real
great,
good,
but-
and I can talk real good, but I can't do that.
I have some medicine as well.
So I can take oars if you want to check his
Well,
leg.
how about we both check your leg? Miranda, if
It's
you
here, it's not going
just row
anywhere.
for a little bit, we'll check his leg and
Absolutely. And you see she sits back, doesn't really get up from her seat, and just kind of waves her hand, and the rows just kind of and start rowing on their own.
You can.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go.
Why would you
to
use
bed.
other
She just looks at you and winks.
No, not be taking the oars. Alright.
So,
It is a good endurance. Yes.
Yeah.
For the upper arms.
Yeah, I needed it after today.
She giggles to herself a little bit.
So, I'm gonna look at Doro's leg. Has the ankle area been swollen up in the boot?
Roll a medicine check to see what you discover.
I'll assist with this minute.
I can tell you it hurts. I do not know if that is helpful information. Oh, that was mean. Stalled on 16 and then rolled down to a
That is a six. Yep. That is a 17.
Okay. You notice, you can see that like it is definitely broken. So his leg is broken. You notice though that the blood is starting to pool a little bit, which means there's an infection.
So, Splinter, do we need to put the splint up on it?
Let's see. Would I know if healing magic can fix the bone?
Yeah, I mean, you can roll another medicine check to see if you can set the bone, or you can attempt to try to cure wounds. But being at a level 1,
Yeah.
you know that it's very
Yeah.
potential that it won't do anything. Now, the cure wounds will obviously get rid of the infection, for
Yeah.
sure. But
Yeah.
the
Would I be able? Well, would I know if this is a good course of action? Right now, I don't have cure wounds available, but would like healing word at least take care of the infection to then set the bone?
Can't hurt.
Later.
the healing word will absolutely get rid of the infection.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna cast healing word on Doro to at least get rid of the infection and see if afterwards if I can help set the bone so it can heal
See how
properly.
many hit points it gets back as well, because Doro did lose a few.
Yeah. All right.
That was a pretty at 40.
You get hurt with that.
Yeah.
6.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, you instantaneously feel better. Like your leg still hurts, but you don't feel like you want to vomit and chop it off. So
And I hold up the health pot and the rejuvenation potion. I guess I get to save these for later.
Is there any like flotsam in the water around us from the wreckage? No.
yeah, you guys are 2 hours now into this. So yeah, you guys are at least 400 to 500 feet away.
So I'm gonna ask for around to see like who has like a sword or like a shorter like thing, or if there's like decent wood in the boat to then kind of splint up.
A short sword off my belt.
It's like a
So I'm gonna take both short swords,
It
sheath,
seems really safe. Okay.
and then tie it so like I could remove the swords later, but just like so it holds your leg straight.
Also, would you drop it when we were swimming? Or?
I was imagining no, because that would have been probably the same place that the crystal skull was.
Do I need to roll a medicine check to set his leg?
Mhm.
Okay.
We almost drowned because
That is 22.
All right. You look at Doro and you just
I'm just going to
Hurt
put
y'all.
my mouth so I don't bite my tongue off while he does this.
I don't have any.
I take the sheath for my knife and just
boots are gone.
Shove it in my mouth.
back. Bite down.
and you just push and just and you can hear it just snap into place, and you just like ah! The dagger just falls out, and you're just screaming at the top of your lungs. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Just pass out. It'll be better.
It's whatever the dice is. 12.
12. All right, you pass out. You just Doro is just in the boat, unconscious.
Then I'm gonna grab the sheath that was in his mouth and cast mending on it, so bite marks are removed.
Miranda leans up and goes, no terrible songs for a few hours, yes.
Or at least bad
No
jokes.
vomiting.
No vomiting. This is a small boat, it would be terrible to vomit.
Yes.
So since I'm not maintaining it, the duration of the spell is only 1 minute after I pass out, and it's not a concentration, so it would last that long.
Okay. Alright. Alright.
For 6 minutes.
Alright. You go to sleep? Alright. Splinter, what are you doing?
I'll take first watch.
Okay. Don?
I still go to sleep.
Alright. You curl up in the back of the boat. Toro is asleep. Thanks to modern medicine.
Unconscious.
I just push him over a little. Get more room.
So, all right, you guys all. And Miranda looks at you and goes, "I trust you. I will go to sleep too." And she lies down onto the section and she just puts her head down and she.
Does her
When
spell,
she's rowing.
Does her magic orders keep going?
Yes, they keep going. Yep, they
All
keep
right.
going.
So,
An hour and a half goes by, and you notice that the sea has started to calm a little bit. And you look, and you can see light flickering, maybe 200 feet off through the fog, just a little bit. The boat is still rowing. It's in quiet waters. You just hear splish, splish.
I'm gonna awaken Miranda.
All right.
Just gonna
She
point
sits
in
up.
the direction.
Oh, that is interesting. How long have we been going?
About an hour and a half so far. Should I wake the others?
Yes. Could be another dragon. So yes.
I'll wake the others.
All right.
And also point out the strange light in the distance.
You walk over and you see Dora just kind of drooling on himself. And
can I wake up, or am I still
you
unconscious?
smack him a couple times. You wake up. You. Yeah.
I forgot about the leg.
You wake up. Your leg is sore, but you notice that you can move it now. So.
Stiffly.
You're welcome. Do point your attention in the direction of said flickering light in the distance.
How far away is it?
About 200 feet.
About 200 feet.
Is it flickering like a flame flickers, or is it one of the? Okay.
Is it
We gotta
bobbing?
go to it.
Mm.
It's obviously.
So it's stationary.
It's on the horizon, stationary.
In my opinion, something is better than the open ocean. And that's something.
It's fair.
The light has to be on something because it's clearly not
I
in water.
dim my hair again, realizing this is.
Shall we?
You just rub your ear and just like it's a little
The lever.
dimmer.
Slider. It's just subconscious.
Okay.
What a good prank! Somebody comes behind you, cranks it all the way up.
Miranda,
It's the tattoos I have. that-
can our raven friend here fly that far?
Do you see Pete?
Do I see him?
Do you see him?
I'm asking you, the
I don't see him. Do you see him?
Do you see him?
Do you see Pete?
I don't know what I see. No.
Do you see Pete?
No.
Oh, there he is. And she points. He's already flying ahead.
Wait, no, come back. I have something, and I'm gonna rip off one of my nails.
What are you?
No, stop.
No.
Cease.
No, take this, please.
I implore
Come,
you to
come back.
Dora, what are you trying to?
Why?
Just trust me. Can we bring him back? Do that whistle thing. That was cool. All he has to do is carry this.
She just kind of looks at you and just
Why did you do that?
blows the
Something wrong
whistle,
with
and
him.
he flies down and lands on her shoulder.
Okay.
What are you?
Have him hold this.
As you hold it out, he kind
Same bird.
of, and you see it turn, and it starts whispering, like it's making noises into Miranda's ear, and she turns, and you see her kind of making those noises back to him, and they're just kind of having a conversation, and at first it's like shaking its head like,
So weird.
and he finally says something, and he just looks at her and then looks at you and just puts it in its beak.
Go, fly.
And Pete takes off and he flies in the air.
Okay. I am going to cast remote viewing on our raven friend.
You could have just told me that. Now when Pete thought you was just carrying away your dead fungus because you didn't want it on the boat.
Well, as long as he's within 10 miles of me, I can see both him and the full environment with which they are in.
Does magic often require your fingernails? That was horrifying.
I wonder why I don't.
It
do
was taught to me by a hag who was like trying to get me to like go with her and start a cult clan kind of thing. But
If the hag was trying to go with, she wanted you to impregnate her so she could create her coven.
probably, but I said
Oh,
no,
oh,
and she
God.
taught me magic as a kind of enticing thing. Like, here's this trick that's gross but cool, but I can teach you so many other cool things. I'm like, no.
Well, good for you, there wasn't the snowblight coming. You know, the Condron triplets. Then again, you might have enjoyed yourself knowing Doro in your mind.
My mind is mainly a result of my environment, which is college kids. So,
See?
See, perhaps.
Okay.
There's
nowhere to walk.
You can. It would be a little bit more.
You
I'm
should-
like staring at the water.
You turn around, you look out, you're like considering jumping in the water, and then you see a fin in the distance.
so I can see and hear from the token as if I were located where it is. So
Okay.
what do I see?
All right, you notice that it's flying over, and the water starts to come to a roll as waves start crashing upon a beach. You see a single torch on a dock lit on a beach head that is in front of you.
Is it right where your figurine is?
I am the Grizzly.
It's a guy standing with a torch and a book open in the middle of the ocean going, come seek me.
Seek me out, ye adventurers.
So I'm gonna awaken from my trance, and as I do that, that fingernail regrows. And it dissolves in the raven's mouth. Hey,
I didn't. I didn't.
Oh.
You could
I
warn
didn't
us.
like that. Don't do
No,
that.
that's
again.
like empathy, like.
Please.
Or perhaps,
Miranda just
or perhaps
whistles
you
again,
don't
and Pete
tell us
lands
you're
back
doing
down.
do
that.
you want to know what that
No.
was?
And Pete angrily squawks in her ear, and she's just staring at you. And she looks at him and says something back, and they just both look at you. Pete didn't like that.
Sorry.
Or would you like to go to land?
There's a dock and a beach and an island and a light on the dock, so there's some sort of civilization.
I'll take the horses.
And that way. That way.
Oh yeah. All right, you guys get into the shallows of the beach shore, and you just see the water just. And you see the single torch on the dock, but you notice that the beach is just completely empty.
I mean, let's just pull up and try to boat to the dock.
I agree. Yeah.
All right,
Miranda.
he's gonna hop into the water and pull the boat up.
Oh, sure.
All right, Demon, you hop in.
I'll hop out as well.
All right, you hop out on the other side, and you guys start pulling it up. All right.
I already don't have shoes.
Yeah, you're just stepping on the coral and everything else below.
Oh, is it? Ouch. We should rethink this.
So-
Not with sand.
No.
Ouch.
All right.
Borrow somebody's boots.
I was thinking you can take my boots for the moment, that's fine.
A little small, but okay.
All right, both of you roll an nature check.
Oh, not 20.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Nature of 5.
Okay. All right. So you kind of slip and you slip under the water, and you kind of get up and you notice that Dima's literally just pulling the boat by herself. She's just kind of pulling it right along.
Dima is our MVP.
Party. Oh my.
I needed a shower.
Really?
That was too much for that now.
Miranda walks over and goes, "Are you okay?"
Yes, I just needed to refresh myself from seeing a nail being ripped off, just out of nowhere.
Need to clear the mind.
Yes.
I love it. The initiates, they're always wet behind the ears. She starts cracking up laughing.
I high five Miranda.
Yay!
Don't encourage him.
All right, you guys, you pull the boat up to the beach shore and it just kind of slides into place. Miranda hops down, and immediately as soon as she's down, she's just looking at the sand and. Students, does anyone know where we are?
I'm pretty sure I do. Because I rolled a really high nature check.
We're in the Misty Seas.
The crescent moon song
Would I-
together.
Is there a roll I would
That's where
need to
we
do
were
to?
You rolled a nature check, you failed.
Yeah.
So you immediately know that this is the Crescent Moon Islands.
Yeah, of course. It's a Crescent Moon Island. Duh.
Yes. The greater question is which one? Some friendly people, and some are cannibals, and some are.
Well, they're gonna have us over for dinner one way or the other.
Some are left over from.
Come on, that was great. Where's my high five?
Some contain warriors left over from the war. Yes.
I draw the line at cannibalism, sorry.
Well, perhaps we don't know whether they are friendly or not.
It
All
also
we know
could be
is-
an abandoned island, which I guess wouldn't be too bad.
But why would there be
With
a
a
dog
torch?
on an abandoned island with a lit torch?
That's a
Great
good point.
observation. That is a great observation.
I could see this go one of two ways. One, the people are friendly, so they have a dog with a lit torch to invite
Anybody
anyone
notice
who's
how there were no
lost.
boats?
Or second, this is an island of terrible people who have a lit torch on a dock to invite people for them to kill.
Well, I think it's
Either
highly
way.
plausible that whoever is here is stuck here, and the dock is for some other group of people to come and go as they please.
I'm gonna choose to believe they're friendly, and I'm for now.
will-
Until proven otherwise, at least.
I will hold my judgment at bay and just see what the character of those who are here, if there are people here, until they.
Should we hide the boat?
Where?
Like we'll drag it up into the, I guess the foliage that's growing right there.
We could do that. Yes.
Like, is it prudent? Should we?
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay, cool. You guys want to help me, or should I drag the whole thing as well?
Since we're on ground, I feel a bit more comfortable helping you with that, so.
All right, you threw a roll strength check.
Yeah, that's
Jules, did you get another natural 20?
No, I did not.
Okay.
It is a 6.
Oh.
It's a 9.
9.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do not help.
Yeah.
These small shoes.
A strength check at 13.
13. All right, you move it just a little bit, but your arms are like at this point you're just tired. You're just like
Jelly.
I can't. And Splinter walks up and he pushes a little bit and doesn't move, and you're like, you can.
Perhaps we just reserve our strength and move it another time.
Maybe tie it to the dock so it drifts away.
Speaking of another time, like that hour was great, but Demon needs more than that. I don't know about you guys, but I've been going at about 200% for the last while now.
Gonna say we can find somewhere to tuck in and hide a little bit, but
Yeah,
still
that
be
would be
inside of our
nice.
boat maybe. And I can take watch because you need a long rest for things more than I do in terms of mechanics at least.
So, gonna scout
I'll give you
the
your boots back.
foliage and trees and whatever, just to see if like there's a place that's like covered, like we could hide in the bushes, but also within like eyesight of like maybe other stuff and the dock as well.
Roll a perception check.
Perception is 9.
Okay. All right. You notice that there's like a thin row of trees, and then there's a hill behind it, but you don't see anything that's like massively, like, hey, this is gonna be great for hiding.
I think we should probably make camp in such a way that prevents people from sneaking up on us rather than being hidden. Because, like, they're going to know the island better than us already. So I doubt we'll be able to hide anywhere they wouldn't know about.
Well, I wonder if we want to try to get a little bit higher ground if you're pointing out a hill.
I don't want
Go see what's-
to give up the boat, to be honest with you.
I just don't want someone to be able to, there's people there that we don't know about.
Yeah, that's
And then, so I don't know what's better.
I'll be honest. I don't see a lot of use for the boat at this point in time, given the fact that
So we got to drag his ass up that hill if we're going.
I can hobble up slowly.
Yeah, he's fine. Look at him.
Thanks, but I'm taking it married.
Gross.
All right. Ryan, do you see a spot that you think would be good, or should we maybe camp out on the dock for a bit?
I do not suggest camping out on the dock.
Let's just camp out on the beach.
The beach would be, but maybe away from the tide at night.
Excellent
Are
idea.
there actually like crabs, like
Yes. Yeah. You see all kinds of life, like kind of floating its way around.
catch some delicious crabs?
Roll a nature check.
While she's doing that, Splinter's gonna go up to the beach, see where the tide line is, go like 5 more feet, and just collapse into the sand.
All right.
15.
You're out of here. 15. All right. So you catch a crab, like you
Spear with the
yeah,
rapier.
yeah. You just throw the rapier and it sticks it, and you caught it.
Cool. I'll make it like a couple of them because like one's enough for me, but probably not for them.
All right. Okay. All right. So you grab up a couple more. All right. Don, what are you doing?
I guess I'm just going to where Splinter is at and be like, this is where we're making camp.
I'm collecting.
Don, you're on fire and drinking.
You're collecting driftwood. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Splinter is already eyes closed, just sprawled out, just like
Okay.
almost snoring.
We're making camp here.
You notice you see Miranda picking up different seashells and then different stones, and she's bringing them over and putting them into a pile near where you guys are kind of setting up a makeshift camp. And she's going back and forth and bringing multiple items over there.
Miranda, can I have my cloak back real quick, hon?
Yes. And she takes it off and gives it to you.
I'm gonna scoop up a bunch of water in it. I'm gonna tie the 4 corners up so that's like a sack holding water. I'm gonna throw the crabs in and make like a
Risk the
spit
fire.
over where the fire's being made.
Risk the fire.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
All right.
Oh, that,
I was like, well,
okay. Like that's what we have.
She does this to her. She rubs her ear annoyingly at you.
I thought
Her
her
head
head
lights
a little
up,
bit
and then
racist.
she
If I was like,
puts
hey,
down
fire
her-
lady with the fire hair, can you just do your thing and be useful and make a fire? Okay, next time you can make the fire.
I have one job.
Yeah, punch things.
Miranda
Two
sits back
jobs.
down and she goes, "My loves, notice I'm going to go into a trance. I need to figure out where we are. Okay?
In the middle of the Crescent Islands.
I cannot respond to you while I'm in this trance. So, no, I do not want to die, so I need your help to protect if something should attack us.
We will. Do you want some crab first?
No, thank you. I appreciate it." And she sits down and you see her grab the sand that she picks up from the beach and then puts the stones into the cup of her hand, and she sits with her legs crossed and sits down, and all of a sudden her head shifts up and this light just starts coming from her, and she's just meditating.
Did I look like that in the boat without my fingernail, or?
No.
I was not looking. I was averting my eyes.
Did not look anything like that.
Crab's almost ready though.
Maybe you shouldn't go. Maybe it's just the college kid in me, but maybe you shouldn't go around offering to give people crabs.
Why? They're delicious. That's the secret, actually, to cooking crabs. Is you salt the water before you cook them.
Did she
I have plenty of
say how
years
long
for that.
she was going to be out?
She's not.
Speaking of salt water, we should figure out how to get water, like drinkable water.
Well, I can do that if I have a long rest.
Well,
I'm going to start on that now and see where we end up.
Alright, so
Alright, I guess I'll take first watch.
Alright. Alright,
I
Zora?
want to snap near Miranda a couple times though, and just testing.
You're like,
Just messing with it.
nothing. Yeah, no response.
Okay. Carla.
Well, after the crabs, I'm gonna just say, "Whip me up when you're done."
Do this one too.
Picture Jack Sparrow.
Whoever took the first watch,
Yeah.
I'll take second.
Okay. Alright, you guys, all three of you lie down and go to sleep, and Dima, you just kind of kick back against the stone, you know, and you're just awake and you're spinning your dagger in your hand. Roll a perception check.
No, I'm very tired. 5.
5. Okay. All right. You just hear the splashing of the waves going on, and you look back, and
So soothing.
you just see. You're hoping to see the night sky, and you just see fog, just the mist billowing over the top of it, and you almost think you hear a snap coming from the tree line.
Just the crackling of the fire.
Yeah. All right. So you just kind of go back to doing what you're doing. All right. All right. So an hour goes by. What do you want to do?
I mean, I still got like another hour left probably if we're doing it. Or 60, yeah. Bored, trying to pass the time, drawing in the sand.
Okay. All right. What are you drawing in the sand?
Just doodles.
Doodles. Okay. All right. You're just kind of spinning with your dagger, just
Doing a
kind
little
of
map
drawing in
of
the
my,
sand.
like where I grew up.
Okay. All right. Roll a survival check. 13. You fall asleep.
Damn.
All right. You just kind of.
I'm not supposed to put that on that.
If it was activated. Yeah. So you fall asleep and you just kind of pass out.
I was good go until now.
All right. Hours go by, and all of a sudden you wake up. And as you wake up, Splinter, you're the first one. You start leaning up. You can see it's dim light, so the sun is starting to rise. You look over to your right, and you see a cloaked figure standing at the tree line. Just you can't see the eyes, but they're obviously looking towards your guys' encampment.
I'm gonna kind of jerk up, spin around, and just like get the entire like tree line and like look behind and just see like, is everyone still here?
Yep. You stand up, you immediately survey, you see them kind of starting to stir. You notice that Dima passed out,
Yeah.
and you see the tree line, you only just see the figure just standing there.
I'm just gonna look at the figure and do the universal hand wave.
Is Miranda still in her trance?
Yes. What
Are
do?
you real?
Well, I feel pretty real. What about you?
I don't know anymore, honestly. Who are you?
Well, my name's Splinter.
Who are you yelling at?
Remember your name?
You starting to slowly wake up, Don.
Riker.
Riker. It's good to see you. Were you watching over us for a little bit?
You say that?
How long have we been here? I haven't seen this bit
Not so good.
I gotta see your captain there do that.
yet. Yeah. It's the first time I've seen it as well.
Haven't seen it in a while.
Are you hearing voices?
Haven't seen it in a while.
Or am I
Don,
Would you happen
you
to-
immediately, as you're kind of waking up, you sit up, you see him, and you hear this person say you're captain. So immediately you realize that he recognizes her as a captain.
There's a sand demon. So she,
Also,
I'm just listening and watching this, but like,
Meta-wise, we have all gotten a long rest.
yes, you guys had a long rest. Yep, you slept for 8 hours. Yep.
What happened? Thought I was gonna take a watch.
Alright,
You see Dima kind of panic and like, what?
it's okay. I think this guy's chill.
All's well that ends well. The next time you're taking last watch.
you
Is Riker-
wouldn't happen to
She's
be
still
a
meditating.
raven, would you?
Pete's
And he reveals the hit on his shoulder, the emblem of the raven.
I'm gonna also reveal.
But you notice his clothes are frayed and dirty, like he's been here a while.
I'd offer you some crab.
I'm also
but
gonna
we don't have any left.
reveal my symbol, which
I'll take a
I
spot
would
by
say
the
is
fire.
like my is like on the inside of the cloak, my like jacket, just like
Okay.
show that. You wanna come join us for maybe a spot of breakfast? Maybe see if we are
I want to make a space
as
but
real as
not
we feel to be.
next to
I'll come up.
like
Okay.
specifically not next to me.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I'll come up and join them.
Okay. So alright, you come up, you take a seat next to them.
So what did we miss? Where did you come from?
I lost
I was
it.
already here.
How long you been here?
What day is it?
I don't. I'm sorry, we don't even know.
It is
You
the
Soulther.
24th of Octavia.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Duty as bookkeeper over here.
Calendars and dates are important. They help us know
What
where we
year?
are in the timeline. 2126.
God, I'm almost 30.
He's gonna reach out and just.
Yeah. Where were you?
As far as we can tell.
I mean, we're stranded, so we kind of wish this was a bad dream, but
Now we got phones still.
What's your name?
Get the
Riker.
is that with an I or a Y?
How would you
Nice
get
pirate
here,
impression.
Riker?
My guild came here under assignment. It went bad.
Which guild?
I'm with Mythos.
Did we see one of their captains?
Not that was named. At least not
See
that.
one of my captains. My captain.
Mythos. That's the one we saw.
Like, Captain died 2 years ago with the rest of my squad.
What happened?
You don't have to relive the moment if you don't like.
I mean, it would be very helpful if you were.
I think he does.
I don't want to like traumatize. Like these are guests at our camp.
Yeah,
right?
but
Let's not
whatever
interrogate them.
This.
killed them could
Might be
potentially
important
kill
for
us.
to know.
Oh,
Should we be scared or should we be relaxed?
we're fine out here.
Yeah, see, I told you.
Out here as opposed versus out there, or and I point towards the trees,
Inland.
Where?
or there. Oh. Well, she's very good at punching shit, and she's very good at stabbing shit. He's very good at chopping shit, and I point at Miranda, and she's very good at doing weird shit. So, I think we'll be okay.
He'll rip his fingernails off in a second, so don't pay him much mind.
You're the first civilized people I've seen in 2 years.
Well, that's liberal use of the word, but okay.
Civilized people meaning there's other people on this island that are less than civilized.
You can't even call them people now.
Yeah, lovely.
Well, that's a fascinating description.
Are these cannibals?
They're killers.
Yes, but do they eat people after they kill them?
I don't stick around long enough to find out. They haven't got me yet.
I can tell. Well, I'm gonna scrounge up some breakfast. Anyone wanna help?
Yeah, I know where to go.
Oh, okay.
Wait here. Stay here.
All right.
That's great, and I point out my splintered leg.
Did
Can't
you
really go
Did you
anywhere.
light the torch on the pier? Is that you or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you for that, because like that's the reason why we actually got to land.
It's the farthest beacon I could get out.
Yeah. No, it did. It did a great job.
Wait here. I'll find something.
Okay. You sure you don't need any? Oh, no.
I got this. He's gonna go back where he knows. Do
Mhm.
some foraging.
Alright, roll a nature check.
Has he been lighting a torch on that dock every day for 2 years?
I want to know
I
if
would
this
have.
guild was killed here, and if so,
That sounds
and
like it.
also,
I
why
wanted to
were they
find
here in the
out,
first
But
place?
he wasn't really
Seriously.
talk about it.
Look.
And after I asked him Splinter, he just looked at me. You have to respect people's trauma.
Dirty
All of
20.
us survived
Oh, sorry,
moments on the
18,
ends.
18.
Alright.
Because if we piss him off, then he's never gonna.
Don't tell Pete that.
All right, there we go. While he's off, we have the bowl of crab, right?
No, we ate that last night, fam.
Well, we still have the bowl.
It's
well,
her
I mean,
clothes.
we have my clove.
Your what?
My clove.
Cloak?
Yeah.
Do we
It's
have?
made out of leather, so you
Yeah.
can.
So I'm gonna create water in the cloak. And
Okay.
then we have
Have the hot
water there.
Okay, alright, so you cast it.
Okay, you've got mending, right? Could you do that to the cloak when we're done with the fire thing?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Usually you don't necessarily need to because the heat from
It's just not
the fire
fair
goes
for
into
it.
the water and the leather is usually untouched.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to oil
That
it,
works
like, a
if you do the
lot.
hot stone method, but if you do it directly over the fire, it does it.
30 minutes later, you guys see Riker start approaching, and he's carrying two large fish on his shoulders.
Oh my god.
How did you
All of a
get fish
sudden,
from
he's my
in the
favorite.
trees?
Shortcut.
Okay. I have questions. I
Well,
think it's magic.
I mean, let's roast them.
You guys start cooking. About 40 minutes later, all of a sudden Miranda snaps out of it in desperate screams.
I'm gonna be like
She
writing in
just
my
she
journal.
snaps out of it and throws out. She's screaming. She's like, ah! And you see her covering her eyes and her face, and she's just flopping around on the dirt for a second, and then stops and stuff goes. And she looks at you.
Outside, I didn't look like that.
Welcome.
Who are you?
That's Riker.
Mythos.
I saw your captain's dead.
Well, that's a.
We have to get off the island.
That's
Right now, this is island. And all of a sudden, as she says that, you hear. And then you guys notice hands and skeletal hands start coming out of the beach shore. And skeletons start peering and pulling themselves up off the beach shore. It's too late.